Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be reviewing the Kodak Playsport. I've had this camera for over a half a year, and I've been nothing but pleased with it. If you're going to choose a pocket camcorder, I would go with the Playsport, because why not? It's a lot cheaper than the Flip. I mean, it's actually around the same price, but this one's a lot better quality. You can choose 1080p or 720p with 60 frames per second. Flip, flip cameras, they don't have much control over anything. It's just kind of flip out and shoot. And this has the same idea as a flip, only it has more, to choose from, and it has more to give you, more to offer. The quality is way better than the flip on the Playsport 2. Knowing the fact you have 1080p and 720p. I'll show you all the modes. You got WVGA, which is the lowest quality setting if you want to, record if you don't really care about quality and you just want time on your memory card. HD 720p, HD 720p 60 frames per second. That's super fast. Well, it's not the fastest, but you can do some pretty good slow motion stuff with 60 frames per second, because that's 60 pictures every second that your camera's taking. And then you got 1080p right here. 1080p is pretty good. One thing I found out about 1080p is that it kind of crops just a little bit. You don't get as much of a wide angle as you do in 720p. It's almost like 720p is better quality than 1080p. It's kind of weird how that works. And then you can choose 60 frames per second, which is super smooth video. Sorry if I sound a little sick today. It's probably because I am. You can also choose between 5 megapixel still photos. Like I said, I don't know if I said this, but this is also waterproof if you didn't know that. Let's take some sample footage. So it's at 1080p, go. Alright, so I'm recording some sample footage with the Kodak Playsport. You can see my little rig right here. I got my camera right here. I got my microphone right here, the Zoom H2. I love it. And I got a little Joby flexible tripod wrapped around this handle, and I'm just talking right into the microphone while I'm recording video, and then I'm just going to sync up the microphone with that. So yeah, that's our demo footage. Turn it back on, and let's take a look at the settings. Really minimal settings, but it's good for, just a point and shooter. The calendar, the date, we got the NAT, we got automatic contrast or brightness of the LCD so you can see it. You got the sound, whether to turn it on or off. You got the mic sensitivity, plus or minus, so it's good to have that. You have H2O mode. I never really use that if I'm going underwater. It doesn't make that much of a difference. It just makes things like bluer or something. No, it makes things less bluer. Whatever that is. What is it? I don't know. You got electronic image stabilization, which doesn't work like a charm, but it's good to have. I mean, why not? You got face detection, which works pretty good. You got your format memory card option, just in case you want to delete all your stupid videos that recorded, because none of them are good because you suck. And you got this. This tells your firmware and all that stuff. Also, something cool to have is your glare shield. You click this button. Oh, I know what this is. This is a glare shield thing, so you can do this. So yeah, you click this button right here. It changes the color of the screen. It doesn't affect the video at all. It just changes the screen so you can see it a lot better in like harsh sunlight or something. It doesn't really work. I mean, yeah, it does. I'm lying. It does. Like, if it's a bright day, it just helps a little bit to have everything brighter. And this is normal, and then that. And then this black and white setting, it makes everything like, oh yeah, now you can kind of see it. That doesn't, this mode doesn't really help. I can't find like any way to use this black screen mode. You got this little D-pad. It's a really soft kind of D-pad. You press it and it doesn't click. I don't know, I think I would like it better if it clicked. I don't know, it just doesn't feel like I'm really doing anything. But I mean, maybe that's what they do to make it waterproof. Maybe if it clicked, you would have water seeping in or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, you can zoom in. I wouldn't recommend it because it's digital zoom. It's not moving the lens at all. It's just digitally zooming in, and it just basically crops your image. I don't really use digital zoom because I can just do that in post-production editing. And, well, I guess if there was like something going on and I just wanted to capture it, I guess I would be tempted to use it. Some other stuff. You got your watertight seal right here. And then this is where all the goodies are. Charger ports, HDMI port, and blah blah blah. That's the standard definition TV port or something. Right here you have your memory card. I have a 4 gig memory card, Walgreens memory card in there right now. And then you got your battery right here. One thing to complain about the battery, you fully charge it and you only get like an hour. But the cool thing about it is on Amazon you can find really cheap batteries for this. Like, you can find some for $3, and that's, I bought some of those, and they work just as good as the one that came with it. So backup battery is definitely a need for this, unless you're just gonna have this in your pocket and you're not gonna like shoot any films. You're just gonna be like, oh, there's something to record there. But I don't know why I did that voice. You got your lens right here. You can see it. It's pretty small. f2.8. That means that's its aperture, which means like you can have a depth of field, but that's kind of useless because there's no macro switch. You can't really. It's fixed focus. It doesn't have autofocus or anything because it's just a little pocket camcorder. I heard the Sony Bloggy Touch has autofocus, so that's pretty cool. But I heard it sucked. And then you got your really tiny microphone right there. That's your microphone. Microphone isn't fantastic, but it'll do if you're just a blogger. It actually does pretty good, unless you can compare it to like a mic like this, like the one I'm using right now. One thing I found is that when you put it underwater, the mic gets clogged up pretty easily, and then you play back the video and it sounds just like you have water in your ear, and it's like all muffled and it sounds kind of annoying, but it spits it back out. I really recommend this product over all the other pocket recorders. You don't want the Bloggy, you don't want Flip, you want the Playsport. I would recommend it over the Play Touch, which is actually the newest model of Kodak's pocket camcorders, because the Play Touch, they got rid of the waterproof capability. And the ZI-8, which is the one before this, is actually more expensive. It's like $20 more than this. And the only reason is because instead of waterproof, it has external mic port. I don't really need that because all you need is an external sound recorder and just match it up with your videos, and that just works fine for me. I actually took this thing to the beach one time in Florida, and it was pretty cool. I put this wrist strap on, and even though I had this on, it would be nice if you could like seal it up. There's a little like thingy right here you just pull down and it gets tighter. Because I was so nervous in the ocean, being like in the deep part, and like if that fell, it would definitely sink. So that pretty much concludes my review for the Kodak Playsport. If you're gonna get a pocket camcorder, please get this. It's just, I just love it. Sometimes I pet it because it's so cool. See? When I bought the Playsport, I didn't care about the waterproof. I actually didn't know it was waterproof when I wanted it. I just kind of bought it because the first thing I saw, I'm like, alright, I'll get this one. But, yeah, I didn't realize it was waterproof until like a week later. Okay, so I guess I'm pretty much done with this review. I said all there is need to be said. My voice hurts, and I'm gonna go drink some hot cocoa and some tea, because that would feel really good right now. I am thirsty. Bye.